not a lot of people are excited about this third fight coming up between Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley on April 9th. People are saying that Pacquiao won the first two fights very easily and there's really no need for a third fight. I disagree with those people. I thought the first two fights were very entertaining, very competitive, and I thought Bradley did some good things in those first two fights. And I'm actually really looking forward to this third fight. I think this third fight is very intriguing. And I think this third fight is intriguing for one reason. And I think because Teddy Atlas will be in Timothy Bradley's corner for this fight, whereas Joel Diaz was in the corner for the last two fights. Now, we all know that Teddy Atlas is Tim Bradley's new trainer. We saw him in the Rios fight with Bradley, and Bradley got a rare stoppage in that fight. And there seemed to be a good chemistry between the two in the corner. Now, how is Teddy Atlas going to impact this fight with Manny Pacquiao? What is he going to add to Timothy Bradley? Well, there's not much he could add in terms of boxing skills or ability with Tim Bradley, but I think one area that was lacking before, and Timothy Bradley was criticized of in the past, is sometimes he fought off emotion. Sometimes he let his willingness to engage get the better of him when he could have just easily outboxed a lot of people, a lot of opponents in the past. We saw him in the Provodnikov get into a war where he probably didn't have to, and we saw him in the Jesse Vargas fight in the end, in the 12th round, engage Jesse Vargas, and he got caught with a big right hand and almost got stopped in that fight. One fight where Timothy Bradley fought intelligently throughout the whole fight and had a great game plan was against Juan Manuel Marquez. So it seems as though the big issue with Tim Bradley is not his boxing ability, not his athleticism, not his skill, but it's just his discipline in regards to sticking to a game plan and fighting intelligently throughout the course of the whole fight. Now, nothing against Joel Diaz, but it seems as though probably toward the end there was some friction between the two. Maybe Timothy Bradley didn't fully trust Joel Diaz's instructions. And maybe towards the end, he kind of just wanted to do his own thing. I can't say that for sure, but it's something to think about. So, as it's been said many times in the past, boxing is 90% mental and 10% physical. And Teddy Atlas is a guy who's uttered that same sentence many times throughout the years that he's commentated on this sport. So, can Teddy Atlas help Tim Bradley fight intelligently the whole fight? Will that play an impact, Teddy Atlas's instructions in the corner? Will that be a determining factor in this fight? Can he reach Timothy Bradley and settle him down and convince him to fight an intelligent fight against Manny Pacquiao, not engage Manny Pacquiao like he did in the last fight with him? In the first 6 rounds, Bradley seemed to be doing very well. I know he claimed he got injured in that fight, but it seemed as though he started to engage in that fight a little bit too much, and that's where the problems started to arise. So, if Teddy Atlas can settle Tim Bradley down, if he can help him control that emotion in there, if he can bring the best out of Timothy Bradley mentally, because we already know Timothy Bradley knows how to fight, then I think Teddy Atlas can be a very valuable weapon in the third fight. I think that there seems to be a good connection between the two. I think Tim Bradley seems to trust Teddy Atlas a lot, and I think that that could be a determining factor in this third fight. So I think that this third fight can be different in a lot of ways. I think if Timothy Bradley boxes to the best of his ability and listens to Teddy Atlas in this fight, I think it'll be different than the first two fights. What do you guys think? Let me know. Will Teddy Atlas make a difference in this fight? And will this fight be different than the first two fights? All right, until next time, talk to y'all soon. Peace.